Today we're going to dive a little deeper into the command access locking hardware power supplies. Let's jump in.
So let's start off by showing you how to hook up to 120 by putting the black in the line voltage, the white in the neutral, and the green in the ground. You're going to double up on the ground with the ground included in the power supply can. You can see that I snipped it here just to be able to remove the lid for demonstration purposes, not recommended for real life installations. Once powered up, you'll see that the red LED lights up. That's going to go on your cover as an easy visual to show that 120 is coming into the power supply. It is removable, so we'll put that aside. If your 120 is wired properly, and power is not flowing to the output board, no LEDs are on. One thing to check is your fire alarm link. So it is a removable connector, so potentially it could have just wiggled loose during transit. So push that in and see if the board comes back to life. If the board is still off, then remove the connector and double check that the jumper is still installed and didn't fall out during transit if you're not tying into the fire alarm. Now we can see that our output is working and powering our relay board. If for some reason you want constant power on either output 1 or 2, all you need to do is jumper the input and you will have constant power, just like on our power tap. Each output, including the power tap, is individually fused with a resettable fuse, meaning at any time if there's a short on one output, sparks fly, or an intermittent short, meaning the light turns on and off while the door swings open and closes, you're going to want to check and find that short in your power transfer wire. As soon as that's removed, the output fires right back up. And since they're individually fused, you don't have to worry about a short taking out your other outputs. Great alternative to having to run out and find a replacement fuse. If you're ever having issues with your output power going into your locking hardware product, double check that the power leads are terminated correctly in the internal jaw of the connector. At times it's easy to miss and go underneath, meaning that you're not getting proper connection, so power could be intermittent, or as there is tension on the wires, it could come loose from the connector. This applies to your input trigger wires as well. In double door scenarios, if you'd like to hook up both outputs to fire simultaneously, you just want to add a jumper from the normally open on door 1 to the normally open on door 2, plug in the connectors, and now one trigger is going to fire both doors off simultaneously. Another great feature is our trim pot voltage adjustment, so you can dial down or dial up the voltage depending on your wire run. The adjustment range is anywhere from 23.7 to 27.2 and is factory set right around 24.5.